Snap. Hello, good morning, happy Monday. What's going on? Beautiful day today. Oh, golly gosh. Hey, a couple of words before I start my first meeting. Just a little reminder, maybe something that you haven't thought about before. It's that your level of conscious evolution is very closely correlated to the level of complexity that you can deal with in the outside world. Let me explain. Someone who perhaps is a little lower consciousness, living in the animal mind, focused a lot on fucking and feeding, where's the next meal coming from, thinking about survival and reproduction. A lot of their energy is thought about how am I going to get the next meal, right? They're thinking very short time. And for them, the level of complexity that they could deal with is very limited. They can't deal with challenges coming up in life and people's emotions and people's reactions to things and delegating and managing a team and managing competition in the environment and a lot of different things, right? So the mind that becomes overwhelmed with the complexities is forced to have a simple life. They can never really accelerate and acclimate through the class structure as easily because they're so overwhelmed at a low level. So complicated here, simple life there. On the other hand, the really highly conscious person has a very calm, peaceful mind. It's very simplified. Remember, at the level of the soul, we have maximum simplicity. At the level of the body, we have maximum complexity. So the more consciously evolved people have simple. It's simple, it's ordered, it's structured. And because of that simplicity up here, they're able to deal with a lot of complexity in the real world. They can manage people and have the overview effect and play 10 steps ahead. If this happens and then that happens, and you know what I mean? Become more strategic and more methodical, and they don't waver and they don't get pushed off the perch as easily because they're not overwhelmed with the complexities of what's happening. So hey, to help with that, you need pens and pads. I always talk about get pens and pads, get it out of your head. When you have things come up that feel overwhelming, that feel complex, get it out of your head and put it onto pad. Draw it out, draw flow charts. I do probability, I do risk matrices, get it all out. And then you have supreme control over the whole thing. Another thing that you want to become a master of, and it's a sign of a highly consciously evolved person, is how much delegation they have in their life. When you do something, when you go and find the broom, don't just find the broom and sweep. Analyze what you're doing. I'm walking 3 steps to this particular location, then I'm pivoting, then I'm putting my hand right here in the broom, then I'm picking it up, and then I'm going to this. Analyze every single step and become a systems designer. If you could teach someone how to sweep for you, you can give the instructions to someone else. And that's how class structures evolve. That's what this is all about here. This is the level of the soul, maximum simplicity. This is the level of the body. And this is the class structures. The people who can't do that, they end up sweeping the broom. The people who can do that end up giving the instructions.